Alright, come into a comfortable seated position. Let's get ready for this evening's Hatha 1 practice. Press your palms onto your knees. Your palms may be facing up or facing down. Straight back, face is facing forward. Smile your face. It's a Monday evening in Asia. If you're dialing in from Europe or from the US, good morning or good afternoon. Gently close your eyes. Spend a brief moment with yourself on this mat with your eyes closed, observing the ins and outs of your breath. Pay attention to your breathing so that if you have any stray thoughts that are still going on in your mind, they will just slowly fade in the background so you have complete concentration. Take a few more breaths. Remembering how you're breathing right now, it is long and calm. Your mind stays still and calm as well. Let's join our palms to heart center in this prayer-like position we make with our hands. With our eyes still closed, we bow our heads down to palms to heart center. We will enjoy this evening practice. We will do our best we can in the poses, keeping our body still in the pose, holding the pose, be it a stretching or a strengthening or even both. But our mind is calm and still along with our deep, deep breathing. And enjoy this practice, everyone, on this Monday evening. Lift your head back up, open your eyes, good evening again, namaste. Alright, let's come into a tabletop position. Let's briefly warm the body up using a tabletop as the first pose to work in. Hands underneath your shoulders, so your arms are straight like a table. As the name suggests, you're like a tabletop. So your palms are directly beneath your shoulders, your arms are straight like this. Your knees are below the hips at hip distance, not too wide and not too narrow either. Your toes are tucked under like this, or you can point your toes, whichever you prefer. Now look forward between your two palms, slightly about 1 foot away from your palms on the mat, so that your neck is long, it's not arching nor rounding. You will do this later. So that is a neutral tabletop. Now let's work on a few times in the cow and cat pose. Inhale to your cow, hollow your back, your hip lifts up. Now you arch your neck. Exhale, cat pose, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Your shoulders remain stacked above your palms. Inhale, cow. Breathe out into your cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. One last time. Inhale to your cow. Now you stay, you breathe for 5, 4, keep breathing, hollow your back more like you want to collect rainwater with your back. 3, 2, 1, exhale, round the back, chin to chest into your cat. Stay there, round the back more like a very angry cat, trying to get your chin to touch your chest. For 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to your regular tabletop. Now bring your knees together, knees to touch, just knees to touch. But your knees still are below your hips. Tuck your toes under. Tuck your left toes under, lift up and straighten the right leg behind you. Look forward at the end of the mat in the front of you and release your left hand forward. Find your balance. Your left arm pointing forward like you want to shake someone's left arm, left hand. Right leg reaches back. Right leg as high as your hip only. Stay and breathe for 5. Keep your ears lifted. Try not to let your ears sink down. So you're engaging your right shoulder as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Left palm down. Right knee down next to your left knee. Knees are still together. Let's work on the other side. Straighten your left leg up behind you. Flex the ankle, toes pointing down. Keep your left leg only as high as the hip. Look forward to the front of the mat. Release the other hand up. Your right hand forward. Keep the ears lifted so you're engaging your left shoulder. Stay for 5. Keep breathing. 4. Trying to find your balance, keeping still. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come back down to your tabletop with knees together. Tuck your toes under, lift the knees up, and then push back to your downward facing dog. Here your feet are together. Now walk your dog. Let me come a bit forward so you can see me. Bend one leg, straighten the other. Continue walking your dog slowly, no need to rush. Every exhale, try to straighten the legs so that you get the stretch. I might occasionally come to the front of the screen to see from any comments if I'm too loud or there's no sound coming from my phone. You can quickly tap it in and let me know. Otherwise, don't touch your phone, stay on the mat, practice. Take a few more breaths, keep walking your dog. For 4, good. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Keep still now. Now separate your hands wider so that your hands can grab the edges of the mat. And then you either walk your hands forward, your thumbs are pointing forward. Your fingers tucked underneath the mat, you're gripping the mat by the edges. You can walk your feet backwards a bit more for a long version of a downward dog. And keep your spine nice and long. Lift the hips up like you want to show your buttocks up to the air. Trying to take your head closer to your mat. You may feel the intensity in your shoulders, or for some of you, I do. I feel it also in my calf muscles. Breathe for 5. Look back at your big toes. 4, 3, no rush. Slowly take it down to the floor. 2, and 1. Release. Take a child's pose. Knees together, release your hands off the mat. Stretch your hands forward, buttocks down, knees together, and sit your buttocks on your heels. If you are unable to rest the buttocks firmly on the heels, you can either take a block, place a block between your buttocks and your heels. That will also do as well. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Step back to your downward facing dog. Now you're going to step your right foot forward. Take your left knee down. Let's come into your low lunge pose to open up your hip flexor. It's a good time to get this part stretched out. If you've been sitting all day in your home, rest the front 2 hands. Not that you have back 2 hands, rest your 2 hands on the front knee. So the word front is redundant. Sorry about that. The back toes, your left toes either tuck under or you can point them. I prefer to point them today, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. Relax the shoulders, sink the hips down, get a nice yawning stretch to this side of the hips. This one, the leg behind that is stretching. Now suck your belly in without getting your chest to puff forward too much. Suck it in so you still feel the same stretch or even a bit more intense by engaging your core. Lift up one hand, your left hand. Lift up your right hand, and you stay. Low lunge pose for 6. Breathe into the discomfort. Find your place, you can feel the discomfort, no pain. Getting some transformation to your body through this stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Step back, downward facing dog. You can keep still or you can walk your dog. Let's work on the other side. Step your left foot forward, take your right knee down. Okay? As always, the back toes, you can point them or you can tuck the toes under. Shift the weight forward by moving your front knee down, front knee forward, and your hips will sink down. Then you feel the stretch. If it's too little, you can walk the foot forward more. If it's too much, walk it backwards, the other direction. Press the palms onto your front knee, onto your left knee first. Sink the hips down, feel the sensation, feel a bit of the discomfort of the stretch to this side of the hips, which is this one, the right leg, the right hip flexor. Relax the shoulders. This pose is a very common pose. Simple looking pose, but if you really look at the very details in the alignment, it can be a very, very busy pose. Many things happening. So where are you feeling now? Feel one or two parts of the body. And then suck your belly in, engage your core, release your left hand up or right hand up, and then your left hand up. Stay for 5. It's not just a physical practice, guys, also for your mind. Don't give up, but your mind stays calm, not crazy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, downward dog. Every time you come to downward dog, take this pose as a pose for you to reset. Not just for the stretch for your legs and your back in downward dog, but also for your mind to keep still or to reset to a still state. Let's start to add on to this pose. Let me turn to the front so you can see. I need to buy one more mat eventually, I think. Okay, you're gonna step your right foot forward, left knee down. You're gonna come back to your lower lunge position but without your hands up. You're gonna get the shoulder stretch. So I'm facing you forward. You're gonna come into an eagle arms. First, you're gonna bend the elbows like this, like cactus arms. Your right leg is here, so your right arm goes under. Elbows bend, wrap it under, and then wrap around your left forearm. Go ahead, please. Now lift it up, lift the eagle hands higher to the ceiling. Look up to where the fingers are pointing. And maybe you can arch back, there's an option, and take the arms back. Now stay for 6. Sink the hips a bit more. This will be your second round for your lower lunge. Can you get a deeper stretch now for your left hip flexor while you get the stretch to your shoulder? 4. Breathe. 3. Remember guys, you control your movement. I'm not there to control what you're doing, so I won't hurt you. You just push yourself to the edge. You feel it's good enough without falling off the cliff. 2, one more breath, and 1, release. Step back, downward dog. Good. Let's work on the other side. Step your left foot forward, right knee down. This time I do sideways. Okay. Come back to the same lower lunge position. Maybe now you feel more open to this hip. You can stretch the hip more by sinking the hips down. And then come to your eagle pose. Eagle arms, Left arm wraps under and around the right forearm. Lift the eagle arms first up to the ceiling. Let your gaze look up to the fingers. If this is intense enough, stay there. You can go further. You take a little back bend. Observe that your knee is still pointing forward, the front knee. Your left knee pointing forward. Don't let it move back. Don't let it move to the side. Stay and breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Just one more count. And release. Good. Downward dog. Thank you. Walk your feet about half a foot backwards. Let's build in some strength into the poses here. Come into the high push-up or the high plank position like this. Go ahead. Shoulders above your palms. your hands about shoulder width distance. They shouldn't move in downward dog. From downward dog to high plank, they still be there. Hips only as high as your shoulders or slightly lower. Look down between your palms. Look on the mat. Push your chest up. Stay. Breathe. For 1, 2, 3. Notice I'm not doing reverse counting, so you're guessing how long you should stay. Huh? Do your best. If you have to take a break for 1 second and join us back. 5, 4, 6. Count reverse. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, come on, 18, 19, feel the burn, 20, downward dog, press it back. Woo, let it go. Step the right foot forward, left knee down. Let's get a stretch to your second part of your hips, which is your hamstring. Now here blocks will be useful. Let's come into the half split position. Straighten your right leg, flex the ankle, the toes pointing up, your right leg that is, keep your hips above your knee. See, my hips are directly above the knee. Not here, not forward, alright? Tuck your toes under. And then either hands on your blocks, you can adjust your blocks to your desired setting. Straight spine, lean forward, walk onto your blocks, or you have the space, you can take your fingers on the mat and stretch forward. Stay and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Step back, downward dog. Now the other side, step your left foot forward, right knee down. And it's the same thing. Front leg straightens, flex the ankle, left toes pointing up, hips above your standing knee. Look forward, either hands on your blocks or hands on your mat if you have the space. Now you want your back to be nice and straight before you go all the way down. Rounding the back doesn't serve any purpose. Keep it straight so that you get the stretch more towards the hamstring and not to your back. Lengthen, lengthen, you feel it here. Lengthen, lengthen until your chest is touching the front thigh there. Your back may round a little bit, otherwise keep it long. Stay for 4. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. Stay for 1. Release, step back, downward facing dog. Remember using downward dog as a place to reset. Okay, let's do the next pose together so you don't have to watch. You just listen to my verbal cues. It's the same as the previous pose, just a little bit different. Now let's step your right foot forward, left knee down. Come back to your half splits. Make sure your back toes are tucked under, please. Don't point the toes. You cannot do the pose with the toes pointed. So either of the blocks or on the mat. Fold forward. Now keep folding forward. Now either one hand or both hands at the same time. Don't need to look at the TV screen or the camera, or your phone. Just listen to my verbal cue. Keep folding forward in your half splits. Now engage your leg strength, trying to drag the front leg backwards. Drag it backwards so that the front heel is pressing on the mat, maybe moving by 1 or 2 millimeters. And then the back knee on the mat, you can try to push it slightly forward, like you want to bring your legs together. Stay there. Start to release one or both hands back, diver's arms, straight arms behind you or interlaced fingers above your back. So now you're only balancing on your right heel, your left knee and your left toe. Stay for 4. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Release. Step back, downward dog. Nice job, guys. So no need to look at me, I give you the verbal cues. Step your left foot forward, coming back to your half split position. Left leg straightens, flex the left ankle, left toes pointing up, right knee down. Fold forward, making sure your hips are still stacked above your bottom right knee. Make sure your right toes are tucked under. And then start to bring some energy and some strength into your legs, like you want to hug your legs together. Flex your left ankle, left toes pointing up. Try to press the heel down and drag it backwards. Maybe it moves by 1 or 2 millimeters, that is all. Bottom knee, move it forward by 1 or 2 millimeters. Feel your balance, keep folding forward and then release both arms behind you. Straight arms back, diverse arms, or you can slowly take your hands together to interlace. Stay for 4. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Release. Ooh, downward dog. Very nice job, guys. Okay. Take your knees down on the mat. Sit onto your heels and look at me as I demonstrate the next pose. We're going to come into a next pose, a bit of a derivative of this half split. So what we do, let me show you with this side. You're going to come back to your half split position, but you're not going to fold forward. You're going to take your hands to the sides like this. Look at me first before you begin. You're going to look forward, don't look down, look forward in front of you. Fix your gaze to a non-moving point. And then you lean back slightly, you squeeze your front leg up and try to lift it up. Even if it's 1 inch, that is considered great. Even if it's 1 centimeter, that is good, like this. Use your hands to balance like this. Okay? Now your back toes, keep it tucked under. So let me show you from this side. Right leg forward. Flex your left ankle. Well, let me shift to this side. My hands are on my cabinet. Lean back slightly, not too much, don't lean back so much. And then float this leg up. And you smile at cat. Breathe, okay? Go ahead. Come into a half split position. Right leg forward, left knee down. Okay. Tuck your left toes under. Press them down. So you have to build some pressure onto your back toes. That is the key, one of the key ways to balance. Press the bottom knee and the bottom toes down on the mat. Hands to the side to find your balance, palms facing up. Lean back slightly, engage your core a little bit to help you to keep your body still and squeeze the front leg, your right leg, the right thigh muscle, lift it up and balance. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Nice, the other side. Left leg forward, like a half split position, but you're not going to fall forward. We're having some fun with the balance, so the key to balance is to look at the point in front, but not just looking in front, you have to also concentrate on the point you're looking at, but also squeeze the legs, the front leg, squeeze the thigh bone back towards your hip socket, bottom toes and bottom knee, press them down firmly. Hands to the side for counterbalance, look forward, do your best and squeeze and lift up the left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Step back, downward dog. Nice job, guys. It's a bit of fun with the balancing. Alright, feet together, big toes touching in downward dog. Lift the right leg up to the ceiling. Take it as high as you can. Let the hips open up higher, 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 higher. Step the right foot forward. Warrior 2, coming to the Warrior 2 position. Back heel is on the mat. Keep your front knee bent. You want to take your feet wider apart for a deeper stretch. Go ahead. Make sure the right knee, the front leg is pointing in the same direction as your right foot, pointing towards the other end of the mat. Lift the arms up horizontally. Turn your head to look at your front of the mat, that is. Breathe. For 5. Can you feel a bit of the pressure on both the feet? So the weight shouldn't be just on the front leg, but also on the back of the foot. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Now front leg straightens. Turn the right toes to the same direction where the other toe, your other left foot is pointing. Hands on your hips, Pasarita Paduttanasana pose. Let's do the B version. Using more of your core and your back muscles to take yourself down. Hands on your hips, lengthen spine. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you bow forward. Straight back until you cannot go anymore. Then you keep still and you bow forward and you stay. Keep your hands on your hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay where you are. Hands below you. Straighten your arms. Walk your hands forward so that your palms are about shoulder width distance like a tabletop hand. So your shoulders are still stacked above your hands. Now on this side, we're going to do a twist to face the right side. So you're going to take your left hand down underneath you. If your left hand on the mat is down but your back is rounded like this, don't do it. Either come to your fingertips to keep your back straight, or you take 1 or 2 blocks like this. So the back is straight. So let me show you from this angle. It is straight like this, okay? Not rounded. Okay, so we're going to twist towards the right. Left hand below you or on the mat or on the block. Lengthen spine. Twist to the right. Right hand releases up. Stay and breathe for 5, 4. Those who can go more, top hand wrap it behind your back, touching your left inner thigh or even your left side of your body, all the way deep towards your right side of your body. 3, 2, 1. Untwist, release, downward dog. Feet together, big toes touching. Take your left leg up all the way to the ceiling. Take it higher, 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 higher. Step your left foot forward, warrior 2. There you go. Keep your left knee bent. Very often when the hips are tight, the knee might turn to the right side like this. So don't let it turn to the right side. So you respect your body. If it cannot go any, you cannot push it more to the right. Just stay. Even if your chest starts to turn to face the front, it's alright. Careful of the knee. If you want to twist the knee, that you feel a sharp pain. Arms are horizontal. Front knee is bent, pointing forward. Smile. No frowning. Happy practice, guys. Sounds like a cliche, but sometimes it is true. It is in the mind. Even though we are stuck at home during these trying times, we try not to let this affect our mental state. 3, 2, 1. Release. Straighten your left leg. Turn your left toes back to where the right toes are pointing as well. Pasarita stretch again. This time, let's get the shoulders one more stretch. Wrap your hands behind your back, interlace fingers. Now lift your chest higher to the ceiling, little arch. Move the hips forward. And then slowly come back down, bow forward. Going to as low as you can, with your interlaced fingers pointing to the front. Stay for 5. Stay for 4. For 3, 2, and 1. Keep looking down, release your interlaced fingers, come back down to your mat. Take the hands down to your mat, We're going to twist to your left. So your right hand directly below your face, straight right hand, either the palms on the block or on the mat. Lengthen spine. Shift the weight forward towards your toes so your heels feel lighter but they're not lifted up. And then you twist to your left hand up. And for those who want to deepen the stretch to your shoulder, you are free to take your left hand, wrap it behind your back. Or you can continue to take your left hand up to the ceiling, that's fine too. Breathe for 5. Nice twist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Step back to the downward facing dog. Again, to reset your position, reset your body, reset the mind, reset your breath if you need to. Feet together, big toes touching. Take your right leg up to the ceiling, bend the right knee, take the knee up to the ceiling, turning the pelvis to one side. Stay and hold, try to squeeze the right shin closer towards your calf or towards your thigh. Right foot closer to your buttock. 2 and 1. Step the right foot on the outside of your right palm, coming to your lizard pose. Move your back knee a few inches backwards more, point your left toes. Turn the right toes 45 degrees towards the right. And then you stay onto your hands, or for those with the space, you can come down to your elbows. If elbows on the mat is too intense, but palms on the mat is too easy, and you have blocks, you come in the middle. So come in the mid-range by taking your elbows on the blocks instead, like this. Either keep still or you can rock left and right, left and right. Every exhale, move to your right, focus your exhalation to release the discomfort in your right side of your hips. Stay. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, step back, downward facing dog. Take your feet together, big toes touching. Let's walk on the other side. Take your left leg up. Oops. Bend your left knee, turn the knee up to the ceiling. Move your shoulders backwards more towards your other foot to the end of the mat. Turning the pelvis up. One more breath. And then step your left foot on the outside of your left palm. Right knee down. Move the front foot a few inches forward. Turn it 45 degrees towards the left. And then point your right toes. Same as before, sink the hips down, get the stretch. Rocking left and right. So this time when you rock towards the left, where your front leg is, you exhale and you feel the stretch. Or you can rest your elbows either on the blocks or on the mat. Stay for 6, 5, 3 more breaths. And release. Step back, downward facing dog. Reset again. How's everyone doing? Good. Keep on breathing. Okay. Take your knees down to your mat. Let's work on one little fun pose. Adding the balancing from the half split just now we did. Remember we did this? Let me show you this side. We did this, right? Now you're going to do this balancing with the open hips. So let me show you. Now, I'm going to show you my right leg. So, if you have blocks, it's good to use blocks. You can place 2 blocks, one on the higher side. So what you do is lean forward. You keep your right knee back. You round the back slightly. Get your right shoulder next to your right hip. So we've opened the hips to the lizard pose and try to bring your right shoulder closer and closer to your left side of your right knee like this. If it's here, it's fine. No need to be stressed over it. If you can go all the way down, grab it here. Then you take the hand underneath and wrap it around your right foot. and then you lift up. And then the blocks, you can take it backwards to give it a balance. If you don't have blocks, then you have to use your left hand on your left hip like this. You block your gaze, you keep your knee bent, and then you smile. And then you stay. And then you try to, oops, straighten your legs more like this. Okay? Try. It's not easy, but it's fun. It's a bit of concentration. So, left hand on the mat or on the blocks. Right shoulder, tuck it very close to your right knee. Wrap your right hand underneath the right foot. Grab the heel or grab the ankle. Keep the legs still bent. And then you start to lift yourself up. Left hand on your left hip. If you don't have access to your block, you have to slowly lift yourself up. Find a point you can look at, gaze, stay and breathe. Ooh. For 4. Keep trying, keep trying. 3. Oops. 2. And 1. Release. Let's switch on to the other side. Just a bit of fun play. Doesn't matter whether you can balance for 1 or 5 seconds or 2 seconds. Left foot forward, like the half split position. Then you bend the front knee. Keeps above your bottom knee, your right knee. Oh, the back toes. If you find that pointing your toes helps you to find the balance, you can go for it. But it's better to tuck your toes under, so you're pressing your toes down to feel your balance. Right hand on the mat or on the blocks. Round the back slowly. Let the left shoulder come very close to your left knee. Grab your left hand underneath the foot. Grab the heel or grab the ankle. Lean back. And then slowly start to lift up, keeping your front knee back. My side here is easier. Stay. For 4. For 3. For 2. Ooh. And 1. Release. Downward dog. Shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up. Okay, let's get to build some core into the poses, and then we add the core with the hip opening. Okay, so in downward dog, take your feet together, still stay in downward dog. Now lift the left leg slightly up above the mat, round the back slightly, bring your right knee towards your chest, lean forward to the high plank position. And then press back, right leg up, single leg dog. Let's work this into some movements. Inhale to your single leg dog, right leg is up in the air. Exhale, coming to the high plank, round the back, right knee towards the head or towards the chest. And then press your left toes back down, left heel down, back to your single leg downward dog, right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, high plank, right knee to the chest. And then inhale, press back, single leg dog. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to the chest in your high plank, shoulders above your wrist. And then inhale, single leg dog. 1 last time. Inhale, downward dog, single leg. Exhale, high plank, right knee to the chest. And then inhale, right leg up, single leg dog, right leg down. Now let's look on the other side. Left leg up, single leg downward dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, move your shoulders forward to high plank, left knee round the back, left knee to your chest. And then inhale back, single leg downward dog, left leg up. Good. Inhale in your single leg downward dog. Exhale, high plank, left knee towards the chest, round the back. Inhale, left leg up, back to your single leg downward dog. Just 2 more times, just 2 more. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank, left knee to the chest, round the back. Inhale, left leg up, single leg dog. 1 more. Inhale there. Exhale, high plank, left knee to the chest, round the back. And then inhale, left leg back, single leg dog. And then left leg down. Take a child's pose, everyone. Drink some water or wipe some sweat. Good. Okay, we're going to work on two balancing poses. One pose using the core strength, and the other pose a bit of core, a bit of leg strength as well, and a bit of open hips will be beneficial. So I think you look at me first when I demonstrate this pose, and then you can start when I say you go ahead, right? So let's come back to downward dog. Look at me first. Take your feet about hip distance down. You're going to take your right leg up to the ceiling. Observe the place where your right foot used to be. You're going to lift up your right hand and place it next to your left foot, like this, fingers going backwards. Try to place your fingers in the same spot where your right foot used to be. That's it, in downward dog. Keep looking backwards. And then you bend your right knee, place your right knee back towards your right elbow. Stay. Now is the tricky part. Now in the balancing pose, your right fingers behind, your right palm does not touch the mat. Can you lift the right knee up just 1 inch above the elbow, squeeze it in. Like this. Can you see? Let me show you this side. The right leg up, you go one leg up, this way, touch it first, squeeze it up towards the armpit if possible, look back and then lift this knee off the arm without touching your arm. Okay, you go ahead now. Come to downward facing dog. Take your feet about hip distance apart. Remember the spot where your right foot used to be on the mat. Lift the right leg up, single leg downward dog. Carefully notice the spot left by the spot vacated by your right foot on the mat. Use your right hand, take it backwards to touch that spot, or come as close as you can, still looking backwards. Now your right fingers, cup your fingers like you are holding a delicate egg underneath your palm. So your right palm is lifted only onto your fingertips on the mat. Stay there. Find your balance, keep breathing, keep looking backwards. You're still in a downward dog position where your hips are still up to the ceiling. Now rebend your right leg. Take your right knee close to touch your right arm or up to your armpit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. There be some rounding of the back. The core is working. Now you find your balance. Now you lift up this right knee 1 inch only above your right arm or your right armpit. Stay for 5. Breathe. 4. I cannot see you. I can feel you feeling it. Great. 3, 2, and 1. Release to downward dog. I'll do this next side with you guys. Okay, take the feet back to your regular dog in hip distance apart. Left leg up. Start to slowly move your left hand backwards to where your left foot used to be. Coming to as close as you can. Fingers pointing backwards. Cup your fingers. Palms facing up. And then release and place the left knee back down. Bend the knee. Left knee down to the left armpit. Keep pushing with the other arm to keep your hips high in this downward dog hips. And then move this left knee up a few inch or 1 inch above the left arm. Stay. Look back between your foot and the hand. 3, 2, and 1. Release, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Knees are on the mat. Okay, here we come. Hip opening with the core. But first, let's work a bit more deepening to your hip. Sit down on the mat. You can face me or you can face sideways. Butterfly, knees to the sides. Hold your feet. Trying to take your feet closer towards your hips and then flap your butterfly wings. Flap, flap, flap. And if you quietly hear, you can hear the flapping sound of my legs on the mat going piap, piap, piap. Hear that? Yeah, that's it. Breathe. You can close the eyes, smile. Feel the nice yummy stretch every time you flap your butterfly legs or your butterfly wings. keep still. Now you take your hands behind you. You lift yourself up, trying to take your hips closer towards your heels. Like this. So for some of you, you'll be like this. You're staying here, it's okay. Or you can, if you want to, you can take a block. But if your hips are tight, it's better to sit on a block. Sit on a block, and then just bring the heels towards you. That's it. And use your hands to press the knees down to your mat, even though they're not touching, that's fine. If you're not sitting on your blocks, you use your fingers behind, like this, behind your buttocks, just very close to your buttocks, elbows bent, and then you straighten your hands to lift the buttocks up and move the buttocks closer towards the feet. And then you walk your fingers back, forward more towards you, and you stay. If you have the space, you can press the hands onto your knees like this. Okay? Stay for 5. It's a nice deep opening. Stay for 4. Stay for 3. No pain to your ankles, no pain to your knees. 2. And 1. Release. Sit back down onto your mat. Now this time, take your feet about 1 foot to 2 feet away from your hips in a wider version of your butterfly. So making a diamond shape. Open up your feet like a book. Grab your feet and then round the back slightly. Bring your head closer towards your feet. For those of you, this is one pose where flexibility works against you because your face will be buried between your smelly feet. Well, not smelly for you maybe, but for me. So I'm going to place my towel and I'm going to enjoy with my face between my feet without smelling my feet. Stay. The option is to stretch your hands forward for those who want to go a bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Now here we go. So with the hip opening, we've done some core work to activate our core strength. Now we're going to add this together. We're going to come into like a boat pose position with your butterfly legs. So let's first walk on your boat. Hold the back of the legs, legs together with your legs bent like this, big toes touching, keep your back straight. Shift your weight backwards and then lift up your feet. Stay there or release one hand from the leg or release both hands from the leg. Stay and breathe. For those who want to go stronger, you can take your legs to point them up. Your legs straight, or you can still keep your legs bent. Try not to round the back too much. Stay for 5. Core pose. Boat. 4. 3, 2, 1.5, surprise, 0.6, come on, almost there, and release. Bend your knees, separate your feet about hip distance, round the back, hug yourself between your knees, catch your breath. Okay, here's the pose. So, let me show this to you. You're going to open up your legs again like butterfly, like we did just now, about 2 feet away from your hips. You're going to lift yourself up a bit like a boat. Hold the feet now and try to lift it up. Interlace the fingers for a good grip. Take your feet as high as your eyes. Do your best and then bring the feet and your head to touch. Okay? Like this. Try. Ready? Hold the feet, interlace fingers, and then lift the feet. First, lift it as high as your eyes. If you take it below the eyes or near your chest, you cannot take it up. You must take it higher. If this is really intense, stay there. This is good. Find your balance. Those who can, start to bring the feet and your eyes and your forehead to slowly come towards each other. Stay for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice job. Legs stretch in front of you. Shake your legs. Let's wrap it up with 2 more poses for the side of the body, hip opening and a bit of a balance. Coming to the gate pose. So you come to the mat like this, right leg straightens to the right side, left hip, left knee, left shoulder, one straight vertical line. Right toes pointing up. You can point the toes down if you want to. There will be a deep stretch to your ankle, or if you don't want to, you can flex the ankle. You can wedge your block underneath the foot with the right toes pointing up. Side bend for your left side. Right hand wraps around your belly, and then left arm up. Side bend towards the right leg, and smile. Keeping your chest still facing forward, not turning down to face the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. The other side. Right shoulder, right hip, right knee, one straight line. Vertical line, that is. Left hand is wrapping around in front of the belly towards the right side of the hip. Left toes pointing up, or wedge the block underneath the foot. And side bend with your right hand towards the left. Chest is turning away from your leg. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift back up and release. Alright, let's work on this fun pose. We've done so much with balancing, we've done so much in hip opening, we've done to the stretches and to the strength. So this is a butterfly pose, but standing butterfly. You might be curious how it looks like, so let me show this to you. So butterfly, you're going to come onto your knees, you're going to step your feet together like butterfly legs. You're going to find your balance, like this. So notice, it's not this foot on the mat, it is the top foot on the bottom sole of the foot. So you're balancing on the bottom leg only. And then you pump so hard, center. Go ahead, try. Any side will do. So this butterfly legs, notice the diamond shape I'm making. Try to get the top leg pointing out so that you deepen the stretch to your hips. Palm so hard, center, you feel great. You close your eyes. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not over yet. With this leg, the top leg, this side, so this is my left hand. I wrap it around in front of the right side, and then I side bend towards this top leg. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Switch sides. So for this side, if you did different from my side, it doesn't matter, it's okay, you just go to the other side. Butterfly legs. First, the bottom shin down. Step the other foot on top of the sole of the bottom leg. Find your balance. Now keep pressing the soles of the feet together. So your top leg, the top foot is not touching the mat, it is only touching your bottom sole of the foot. Lift the chest up to face forward, engage your core, the top leg, the knee that is bent, pointed away from your chest, from your hips. Palm so hard, center. Or close the eyes. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The leg that is bent, the same side, this hand wrap it in front of the belly towards the other side of the waist. Side bend towards this bent leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice job, guys. Sit down, stretch your legs forward, shake it off. Hello, cat. And release. Reach your hands up, take a simple forward fold and fold forward, legs straight. Stay there for 6. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. A simple spinal twist. Legs are still straight. Bend the right leg. Hook the right ankle. Place it on the left side of your left knee. Twisting towards your right. Right hand behind. Left hand hook it on the outside of your right leg. Lengthen spine. As you inhale, exhale, twist. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Right leg straightens, left knee bends. Place the left foot on the outside of your right knee. Left hand behind, right hand hooks on the outside. Lengthen spine and twist. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Alright, we almost come to the end of the practice, guys. The last one will be Shavasana, so about 3 to 5 minutes. You can take this after this video ends, so that we don't have to be there with a blank screen for 3 to 5 minutes. Let me know if any poses or anything you want to see in my next class. I'm teaching Hatha 1 every Monday evening and every Friday morning. Let me see any comments from you guys or anything you want to add on, we can put into my next class. Let me just do a quick scroll. Hello everyone. Hello from Bukit Merah, I see. Yes, my cat is very cute. Alright, in the meantime, I know it's very difficult living at this time. Everyone stay safe. Have fun in the poses. Thank you. Namaste.